how sales was just brought up to be such a bad thing, all the sleazy, grimy salespeople. And then there's an individual like you or I that wants to get into sales. Thankfully, we didn't have those antagonistic uncles or family members or suppressive family members that are like, no, don't get into sales. You know, you're not going to make any money. Get a normal 9-to-5 job, right? Like whatever is pushed out. It's the agenda that the world and the marketplace is pushing out to everyone. It's like, get a normal job. Sales, like you're not going to make it, right?
Not to say, like, because I know when you first started, like in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you had adversity. There's probably whispers of, don't do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
And back to what you were saying, like, if you go into it with the negative mindset already, and you make those calls, you make the door knocks, and you're getting rejection, like you're immediately going to go down.
You were beat before you started.
Like, so many people are just thinking about the negative of it, like what could happen if this happened, right? The negative aspect of what if. Whereas, like, how about think about what if on the positive side? What if I go all in? Yeah. What results can I get?
What if I went bananas?
Yeah.
Ballistic, maniac. No, but because there's so many people I talk to, it's like, damn, dude, like this opportunity does make sense for you, but you're not willing to go.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And I can't. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna invest all this time into getting convinced you it's the right thing. You have to know.
Yep.
You know, and that's what makes me, like, that's why we're having this conversation, because you've seen it with several people, you know, within your organization, that they come on and they have success. And like, that to me makes me, I think about society, because I'm like, dude, like, these people are touching 10, 15, 20 a month, and yet you have people in society, you know, trapped in the fourth, you know, whatever income it is. But, and I'm convinced, like, when you have $4,000 of income cap, like, you're not just capped financially, but you're capped in life.
Yeah.
Like, usually someone's dictating where you have to go.
Yep.
Usually you're very cautious. I've seen it. You're very cautious of your money. Very cautious. You're scared to spend the extra $200 on this a month, whatever it is. Even if it's something good for you. Like, eating healthy is expensive.
Oh, very.
But really, it's priceless. But some people aren't willing to invest in the food they eat.
Yeah. People are stuck in the matrix. They're slaves, right? They're literally just slaves.
Dude, it's crazy.
Like, I'm trying to get out of this slaveness that the world is they're trying to trap people in a cage, right? And that's what happens.
Yeah.
People get trapped in the cage. They go to college, they go to school.
I think we have these conversations, and I think it's like, people, you know, what are they talking about? You know, that opportunity's not real, whatever. Until 10 years goes by.
Yeah.
Until 15 years goes by, 20 years goes by. And they realized they didn't put it on the line. They didn't go all in. And there was real people offering real opportunities that could have really changed their life. But they chose to listen to the wrong information. And I, you know, don't really blame them, in the sense that when it's all you know, it's all you know. Like, they gotta be right. It doesn't work. Like, you know, getting rich is in society. I was thinking on the way here, it's actually
It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon too.
It's not real to people.
Yeah.
It's not real. Making $150K in a year is not real to most people.
I remember when who was it at Growth Conference just talking about it? GC and this individual, they were talking about how, like, Kevin Hart. They were talking about how, like, a poor person doesn't know they're poor because they're in the poor environment. Like you said, like, a lot of people don't know what sales can get you and the prosperity and the wealth it can create for you because they don't, like, get around other people that are doing it. Right? Go to a sales event. Go to a sales conference, right?
And then it's more
Yeah, you just got to create reality. Yeah.
belief.
Once you create that reality, you have proof, right? You don't really need it, but if you're that individual that needs the proof, like, search it, research it. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even though a lot of it looks like a facade, you know, like Instagram, Facebook, a lot of it all looks like everyone has everything all together, right?
I think,
There's not much realness.
I think that's also why you can't blame them at all, is because, Bro, most people are, and I found out recently some names that it's like, you think this person does this and this. I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. The way they market, brand themselves. You're like, you would think they're real. You wouldn't even doubt it. But I think people, that if someone, entrusts that person, goes on an opportunity, gets no results, they're probably burnt out for the rest of their life. They lost all faith. You probably can't save that person.
Yeah, because individuals jump into a sales role, they have a bad experience, and then they're always reminded of that bad experience. Yeah. I've seen it so many times, people trying to join my organization, probably same with yours, like they're thinking about it, but they're like, oh, like I had a bad situation before. Let me think about it. Let me make sure it's right. Let me, send me some more information, whatever it might be, even though like the offer that you're offering them is just so bountiful, like there's so many benefits with it, they still need to just think about it, right? It's because of a past previous situation.
Thinking about things is crazy. It's crazy to even, like, when you're talking to a prospect, it's one thing, and that's where you see it in other people's life. Everyone needs to think about it. Like, no, you don't. You need to have experiences. You need to make a decision and do something. And the think about it is where you get lost in the thoughts, you get lost in the how, you get lost in all that bullshit. It's bullshit. And it holds everyone back, because that's how I've seen it so many people. 3 months goes by, 6 months, oh, it's next year. Oh, I still didn't have to do it. You lost momentum.
Yep.
What is it? So we used to, you lose, like, every time you don't make a decision, you lose 10% of momentum, but momentum's everything. Momentum's key in life.
Yeah.
Starting out 24, 25, starting your career is a lot different than, me or Ryan, where we've had momentum build, so now we're able to go faster, 100%. But why? Because we made decisions. Because really, think about it, it's such a normal thing.
Yeah.
To you, is it?
No.
So to me either, like, that's crazy. Thinking about it makes no sense.
Yep. That thinking just bogs you down. Like you're that thinking just like consumes your mind and your space in your mind. Whereas like you should be thinking about like and taking action on how to create wealth, how to create prosperity, how to learn more, how to get better.
Dude,
right?
That reminds me of a quote. It's like, blessed the man who like works all day and then dreams at night. I don't remember the quote, but I'm like, dude, that's so true, dude. Because that is a blessing. Because a lot of people do deal with like mental warfare and stuff, but when you're involved and you're growing something, dude, you just have clarity and the winds fuel you. And the winds fuel you. When you see like an organization grow, it fuels you. More belief.
Yep.
More like what's possible.
Yeah.
Your mindset gets stretched. But that's why I want to have this conversation, because there's so many people that could, with minimal effort, could double their income. But they don't get in the right vehicle.
Mm-hmm. They
don't adopt an all-in mentality. And it leaves them stuck forever. Like forever. 35, 40, 45. And then they go on to have kids and stuff, but they've never figured out the money. And finances is the easiest area of life to fix.
Wow. Yep.
More than anything. More in relationships, more in your fitness. Finances is easiest. That most people probably wouldn't think that.
So much bad information out there. It's all the bad information. I talk about it all the time. You got to remove the bad information, then add the good information.
It's absolutely rampant. Like it's music, TV, news, Twitter, Threads. Dude, it's like it's hard. Like it's in a book I read, but how are you gonna do it? With their if everyone's consumed by this, there's billions of people like this. How are you not going to be pulled towards it? The whole world is. The whole world, and then they make it okay. Getting results is not okay. Having your money not right is totally okay. It's because it's accepted by other people. It's normal.
Yeah, we live in a mediocre, very mediocre, environment. Very mediocre world.
Right.
They're giving out trophies to kids who don't even win the game.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what?
Yeah, society's, yeah. That's why I'm,
Everything's just going backwards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's why it's even more of a reason to be in sales.
Right.
100%.
Right. Yeah. And that's, when you see a couple people in your organization have wins, it makes you feel like, damn, why doesn't the whole world do this?
Yeah.
Because, like, man, they change their money. Like, and when you change your money, you can change where you live. You can change
everything.
Who you know.
Everything.
You can change your life. It starts with money. And I'm going to say this, it's super cliche, but, money isn't everything. Again, that's a crazy statement. Well, America's a business. What do you mean? Money doesn't matter.
Yep.
What do you mean? That's a crazy statement, and people believe that. And they stand on that.
Yeah.
It kind of is. No,
Yeah.
it really is. And that people believe this. That they don't even stop to say, is this the right information? Because that's what it all stems from, is the information we've been getting for the past, when we were 10, 15, 19, 20.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Grant has this quote, just because you were brought up poor and in the middle class doesn't mean you have to inherit the beliefs of the poor and the middle class.
Yeah, that's a millionaire booklet. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so true. But I think it's not, I think people, it's the fear. You see, like, a guy like GC talks about this as well, but it's the fear. It just engulfs you. Because when you have this poverty information behavior, and that stuff's not real to you, you're scared to even dip your toe. You're scared. You have that fear of, what if it doesn't work? And I don't know if there is something, if someone's in a certain environment, and I see it with many people as of you, I don't know what can really help them, because they're not going to get over the hump in the first place of making that decision and going all the way.
I mean, it's like, dude, you fear it, but like even if you commit to it and it doesn't work, you can just go right back to what you were doing before. It's like making a move to a new city. Like, all right, like, maybe you don't like it. Then you can just move back to where you were before.
But why is that a big deal?
It's not like it's a permanent decision.
I moved when I was pretty young, but exactly. I was like, okay, I'm broke now. I'll go there. I might fail. Move back.
You know how few amount of individuals I talk to that are like, yeah, I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Very few. Very few. But when people say that, I'm like, wow, like, this is someone right here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna commit to it and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, like this got me just like energized. I'm like, who is this?
Right. I know, and I've talked to gentlemen that, they have, one guy was gonna come on that another gentleman in my organization was talking, he said he had to talk to his wife. And I was like, no, but I was like, and maybe this is like crazy to say, but like, dude, like, what's wrong with you, man? No, you need to do this for your wife. Like, I wasn't on that call, but what? Like, you guys are not in the situation you need to be in. You want more out of life. Like, bro, like, dude, you need to do it for her. What's wrong with you, man? Dude, you stay here, you're gonna get the same results, the same thing. And honestly, that's probably the worst thing for their relationship. Just it's gonna have the same problems that they build on each other. No, bro, you need to jump all in.
Yep.
And the time's now.
Yep. The time is now. Yeah. You never know what could change in a year span, 2 years, 3 years.
And I think people, they look up, they're 28, 27, what if I made that decision? That's what I would say to anyone, is just like, don't let that be you. At least say you jumped in and it didn't work out and you went all in. You don't want to be 27, 28, 30. What if I did that thing that you just chose to listen? But see, if people just look for the right information, they would know not to listen to those people. If you're not willing to trade your life with them, don't listen to them. It's that simple. Just use that as a rule, and then you know who to listen to.
Yep.
Very simple.
Yep. Sales. What a crazy, crazy, crazy thing here. Like, I'm looking back, like 7 years ago, I got into sales, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I didn't like school. I didn't want to go to college. I'm like, all right, let's do this insurance thing. I had no idea about insurance. All I was told of was how much money you can make. I'm like, all right, I want money. I want to change my life.
Right. Right.
I'm sick and tired of being where I'm at.
Right.
So I'm just like, I'm going to commit, see where it leads me.
Right.
But many people just, so what happens is a lot of, like, sometimes people have that ability to commit and see how things go. But they do it so often and they've had so much failure that now they're reminded of that past and previous failure of like committing and hopefully things work out. They've done it so many times. So when that new opportunity, like in the insurance field or maybe solar, whatever it might be, real estate, like when that new opportunity that comes by gets presented to them and it sounds really good, what happens is they're just reminded of a past previous situation. Yeah. They get reactivated, right? They have these pictures in their mind that hold them back from actually moving forward. They have blockages, right? Those blocks.
Let me ask you something, because they have all these blocks, and there's like, everyone's been there. Like, Ryan, when you are buying, for me, buying a license, an insurance license, bro, that was my last, like, okay, yeah, I lived with my mom and dad. They fed me dinner, but that was like my last 200, and I didn't know where I was gonna end up. I didn't have any guarantees, but I didn't have any money. But I figured it out, and while I was licensing, I had a job that, or $500 to go to this event, that event. I've been to many events where I've met, many other people that I would have met that had helped pour fuel onto my business. But at those points in times, I had, $2,000, $5,000 to my name.
Yep.
But I was still making those decisions, letting the money flow, keeping the flows open. I know I just made $3,000. I never made that much in my life. The commission, $3,000. I never made that much. I'm gonna spend half of it self-development. Self-development, boot camps, things like that, because it's proximity, it's people, and man, people. Now, don't get me wrong. There's people that go to these events, call them success zombies. They don't really do anything with it. There's people like that, of course, but there's also people who are just like you, and when you get in proximity to those people, it becomes more real to you. Like Pat Bet David, Grant Cardone, they have these, these boot camps that I think are like more real than maybe other boot camps within our industry that are definitely. They're a lot of fluff. It's a lot of.
Yeah.
It's not real. It's just not. But these even if you're dead broke, spend the $500. Go there, drive there. It's a 5-hour drive. Drive there. Meet the people. Shake hands. And those are like, that's where your life starts, and it's hard as hell. Shake a hand. You don't have you haven't accomplished anything, but like that's where it starts. Because maybe wherever you're from, maybe you need to make a decision. These people aren't good for me. You don't have to hate them. They're not the worst people in the world. They're fed information. They believe it. But go meet the other people, because that can help you not only, because you might get started, but how are you going to stay the course? How are you going to stay the course when you have a bad month? And what if you have a good month, but all your friends, they suck. They're losers. You made $10,000. Oh wow, you did really good.
Yeah.
But you don't realize you're broke.
Yeah.
And you need another $10,000. But you're around the wrong people. So I guess what I'm saying, you're gonna start with nothing. But you're gonna start with nothing. Spend the money. Let it flow. Do the work. It's really weird. Life just kind of, through the bullshit, through the adversity, it kind of just clears out. And you kind of just make your way through being persistent and having that vision and having that faith.
Yep.
Despite wherever you're at. It's irrelevant where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it this way, like that money that you're putting towards it, it could create you millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Right? And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like many people are thinking about the negative side of it, whereas just like, hey, think about the positive, right? Yeah. And that's why the beliefs and changing your mindset and your mind frame and your thought pattern is like the most important step to actually moving forward in life.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember before I even started listening to Grant Cardone, I was listening to like Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, all those old school individuals who always talk about positive beliefs, positive self-talk, right? Because you can be your own worst enemy, especially in sales. Especially in sales.
Yeah.
Big time.
No, I like what you said, because, and anyone can get into sales and make money, but how are you really going to change your situation? It's listening. It's to change. You got to change. It's what do you listen to? What do you think about? What do you focus on? And that has a lot to do with like what you listen to. So early on, you're listening to a lot of that. But that's probably directly why your results over 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like 360 of where you're at. Because some people, they might start. Like, my point is, they might crack 80, 100 grand. They might improve their life subtly. But how do you get the 360?
Yeah.
Whoa, my life's completely different.
Right.
Money's different. People I know it different.
It's just small incremental steps, small incremental growth. A lot of people, they grow a little bit, and then they're like, they stop growing.
So that's why I support Jim Rohn. Your income will never far exceed your personal development. And you might get lucky.
Wow.
You might get lucky.
Yeah.
Pop, boom, bang, make some stuff happen. And you won't sustain it, and you probably won't grow it.
Yep. Yeah, the more you learn, the more you earn.
Right.
It's all about learning.
See, there's a million ways to say it. And, if you're starting nothing, there's so many spins on success, but it's the most simple shit. Be consistent. Work hard. All this, and some people say, oh, you don't have to work hard, but I mean, initially you do, right? Until you get to a point. But I say that, and also, you can't just work hard. You have to be in the right vehicle. I can go work at Taco Bell. I can work my ass off. I can work my ass off.
Yeah.
Bro, I can be really good.
Yep.
Take the orders. Everyone loves me. I'm going to get paid the same. And my money's not going to change, despite the fact that I'm putting in the results. So, taking the right information is key. Then you have to have the right vehicle, right? If you want to go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, you probably don't want a Prius. You want 3 seconds, so
Yep, being in the right vehicle, surrounded by the right people, getting the right information. Yep. It's all the little small things that make the biggest difference. But those small things are the things that individuals from the outside looking in are like, oh yeah, that's just a bunch of bullshit. That's just a bunch of like cliche shit. Like they're just thinking like, oh yeah, be consistent, be disciplined. Like it really is what you need to do though.
No, because it's hard as shit, because like you'll be consistent, disciplined, and you're battling your thoughts,
and you might
right?
still not get results even if you are consistent and disciplined.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what do you do? No, after a week.
Yeah.
I made no sales.
Yeah.
What do you do then?
Yeah.
You go get drunk over the week? Like, these are the decisions.
How do you stay in the game? How do you stay in the
These are
game?
the things. And you don't know anyone. You had a horrible week in sales. No one else does sales. They don't know what the hell you've been through. No one around you has a remote idea of what the hell.
And then you get like your parents or your friends like, oh, just quit.
Yeah.
You know?
Alec, sometimes everyone has dreams. Sometimes, that's what my mom told me. Sometimes it's just,
just take the easy route. Take the normal route,
We'll get you back into school. See, I knew that would be like the demise of myself, bro. I'd be so unhappy. Like, brutal. Like, probably would have, who knows? Who knows, and we don't have to know.
And that's really the mind frame that you got to have is like, you go into something, become great at it.
Yeah.
Like I do that with everything in my life, no matter what it is. Playing basketball, going into cold plunge. I want to be great at going in that cold plunge. I want to be great at sales. I want to be great at communicating. Like, don't ever stop anything short of like becoming the best at what you're doing.
Dude, that's a big thing though, because
really like tap into that power that you have. We all have that power within us. We're all spiritual beings capable of so much more than what we're doing. So much more potential.
People don't have that belief. Yeah. No, that's big that you said that, because also, you have to turn on the blinders and like, I'm gonna get really good at this. Which again, that's not easy to do, because you might be in a position where you're getting no results. It's not going well, and there's other people having success in other industries, but you have to make the decision. I'm going to stand here keeping the phones for the next 3 hours until like I get a deal and we're threading the needle here, and this is what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything else, and it's a day by day by day by day by day.
It's like the 3 feet from gold model,
Yeah.
Just keep chopping the tree.
But what you can do to make it easier is make sure you're in the right vehicle. Like for me, personally, what I did, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do insurance. I was kind of calculated with it to a degree. I was like, okay, it's recession proof. Okay, that's a good thing. And ended up proving during COVID that was a real thing. It's recession proof. I can make multiple six figures. I can have multiple streams of income. I was like, fuck, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yep.
Like that's enough for me. Recession proof, no ceiling, multiple streams. I'm all in. And you need to find something like that. I'd recommend that.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You can do sales, but where are you going to be able to do multiple things? Renewals, overrides, first year commissions. It's infinite in insurance. Absolutely. It gets crazy.
Oh yeah. Unlimited potential.
It gets wild. But yeah, I mean, I wonder how good that view looks. But you know, a lot can change. And you know, that's why it's proximity is key, right? If I didn't know a guy like Ryan, you know, you gotta wonder, you know, would I adopted, you know, certain mentalities? Like you want to be around people who, that goes back to, who are really doing it, who are really doing it every day, right? They live it, you know, wake up, do it, go to sleep, and they're consistent. And I mean, I will tell you right now, that's probably like point something %. Like, it's not a lot of people.
Yep.
Super rare. But what you can do is, you know, I guess do your due diligence to a degree. Get in the right industry. Okay, this industry makes sense. It might not be the best situation, but you'll learn that. When I got in the industry, for me, I didn't immediately plug into the right platform, but that's okay. I learned a lot of shit that I needed to, and I ended up where I needed to be. But that was after, dude, I ate shit. People took advantage of me. Like, like everything that went wrong did, but I didn't die.
Yeah. You might dislike it at first. You might not feel like you actually are passionate about sales at first.
Right.
You just keep doing it until it becomes passionate, until you start to like it and love it. And you're going to get, you know, like, when you have that all-in obsession of like being 100% committed to it, you're going to get results, and when you get results, you're going to like it.
Right.
Like, you don't need to actually really like it. I mean,
are you going to like it or are you going to love it?
Yeah. I mean, like DC says, you don't need to like what you do to love what you do.
Dude. Do people, bro? So I'll go meet Faye, whatever. Oh, how's it going? Do you like it? Like, everyone asks me that. I'm like, that shit don't matter, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I love this shit. But first of all, like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that, I'm not even gonna lie, probably there were certain months and periods I hated it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You guys, that's the wrong question.
What you hate might be your gate.
Exactly. Like, no, this is so crazy, and it fires me up because you've seen it. You've seen it with me, numerous other people that you worked with for a year or 2 years. They change their money, they change their income, and dude, that fires me up.
Yeah.
When someone calls me, dude, I sold this product, they just deposit, and then this X and X company sent me 3.4. I'm like, dude, yeah, dude, that I'm glad you actually committed, stuck with it, and dude, you're getting what you deserve.
Yep.
You're getting what you deserve.
What is your worth? Know what you're worth.
Right.
Right? Know how much value you have within yourself.
Wow.
Are you just going to settle and kind of compromise your full worth and capacity and potential to a 9-to-5 job that gets you $50,000 a year? Or are you going to take the risk, make that hard decision, be a little bit dangerous, go outside of social norms and go into sales and get a sales job, a commission job, right? That's one of the questions I ask all the people. I'm running these interviews, right? And the first thing I bring up, it's 100% commission. It's a remote position, it's 100% commission. Now, were you looking for more something that's salary, or are you okay with the commission? How many people you think say, oh, I'm okay with the commission, I want commission?
No,
very little.
No, it's,
very
it's
little.
I don't know about that commission. That kind of, I've been on salary my whole life.
Yeah.
I've done those. It's probably less than 5%.
Exactly.
If you talk to 100, maybe 5 people will be like, honestly, they get nervous about the commission. But Ryan, they should ask themselves that. There's a point where it's like, dude, I'm not worth this.
Yep.
Like you said, I'm a spiritual being. Like, I'm capable. Like, this is bullshit. Like, 75K. Like, boom. Like, dude, you're not worth that. You're worth more than that. You have to, like, do the math. 75K is nothing. Like, you're fucked for the rest of your life. No, because you can't save money in this economy.
It's the truth. Yeah, I was just thinking about that because 5 years from now, that 75K is going to be worth 50K.
So ask yourself the question and make a leap of faith. And like, you know, it gets me fired up because there's so many people that I even had family members like they're gonna get into it and they were skeptical. I mean, I guess you know you can't. The skeptics. No, but he's like I want to make sure it's a real thing. I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for like 3 years. I'm like, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
But you know, ultimately, I guess everyone does have to decide that for themselves. Like, you can only do so much, you know.
Yeah. True. Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, maybe next time we can talk about what salespeople do wrong.
Yeah.
Once they're in sales.
That's a lot.
But
That's a lot right there.
I think we covered quite a lot, man. Sales gets me fired up, and probably the same for you, dude. Just because it did change, our lives.
Oh yeah.
It's like blessed, grateful, but also we know we put in the time, made that decision, and I just wish it for more people. Cause,
Yep.
Life's a lot nicer when you can go where you want to go, not look at the price so much. Like, okay, I'm gonna get this food. It's not that deep. Like,
Yep.
We're good.
Yep.
That's like, you should live like that.
Yeah.
Like, everyone deserves that.
Yeah. Everyone gets trapped in that middle class lifestyle
Yeah.
because their income is capped, whereas sales, you have an uncapped income.
Right.
In the insurance industry, real estate, solar, whatever it might be. Obviously, I'm going to recommend insurance. You're going to do the same.
Dude, I recommend insurance, but do yourself, just get into sales. Like, yeah, obviously I'm all in on insurance, but at least get into sales. That's the only way your income in your life is going to change. Otherwise you're doing a job. Because sales, you can actually bring value to the company, right? You can actually become a lot more valuable. When you become valuable, you get, I guess you could say like a golden ticket, so to say. They're going to take care of you, That's only in like a sales position. And at the end of the day, everyone's already in sales.
Yep.
So the quicker they realize that, and then they just get in the right vehicle.
Right. We're all salespeople, like we were talking about from the jump.
Yeah.
You got to sell yourself to wake up. You got to sell yourself to brush your teeth, to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Right? You got to sell yourself to go to work. Why not just sell yourself on why sales is the right thing?
Isn't that crazy? It's a mindset shift.
Yeah.
And that's why I would say, sales really does start with mindset. Some people have more like barriers they need to break through, but once your mindset's figured out, if you're in the right vehicle, that's where it can change. But it's like you said, when you ask people, this is commission. You might even have some people like click, like, oh, I can't do that right now. Click. But they could they could clear 1.5 in a week, like that. I know people who stay within the industry in like jobs where they're hourly within the industry, but they'll stay there. Like there's an enrollment period thing.
Yeah.
Annual enrollment, Medicare, insurance stuff. But they'll stay there through AEP because they get an hourly pay. Whereas over here it's commission. Yeah, you don't get paid, but in January, fast forward, you own all that business, pays you, you're set up. Now you have some momentum.
Yep.
Whereas you're just settling for, and these people are paid like $500-$600 a week, a little bit of commission, but they're just settling for that. And they're going to end up in the same spot, less momentum. Right, when they should go all in, put it on credit. How much are your bills?
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be good.
Yeah.
You can make 60 in January. You pay it. You'll be good.
Yeah. What do you got laying around your house that you could sell?
Figure it out.
Go ask your parents for a loan. Go take a loan out. How much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe in your capability to do what's necessary to create success in sales, or just success in life in general?
Because that'd be the only reason why you wouldn't do something like that is
you don't believe in yourself. Yeah, you're not confident. You're not certain that you can rely and trust on your own ability to make something happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's most people.
Like our mind is continually keeping tracks of wins and losses.
Yep.
There's so many losses that we have in life. If you're only thinking about the losses, you can't focus on those potential wins that you can get. And when you think about losses, any new decision or action you take, automatically you're going to be thinking about the negative, the losses that could come from it.
Dude, I would encourage everyone to look in the mirror, evaluate where you at, how old you are, what do you look like. Do you look in the mirror and like, you know, are you able to look in the mirror? I'm proud of myself. Like I do this. Like, or is it I know where I'm not where I need to be at financially, mentally, and then just start making those small decisions every day. And if you are on the fence, or maybe you've been talking to this person about getting into sales, maybe you just do it. Maybe you just go all in, and maybe you just completely change your life.
Yeah.
Your kid's life, your wife's life, your family.
You never know until you commit.
Right.
Because hey, if you don't commit, you're going to be continually doing the same thing, like you said, over and over and over again. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be angry with your situation. You're not going to have enough money to support, let alone yourself, but to support anyone else, like family, maybe contribute to a church or a charity or a foundation.
Right.
Like, and then you're just going to be like, what am I even doing? I'm just like, I'm a slave walking around earth, right? I'm stuck in this matrix. I'm stuck in this cage that the world wanted me to be in, right? Everyone is in a cage.
But what is
You just got to unleash yourself out of the cage. Regret, yeah.
So like that's probably the worst thing in life.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched a video. Well, we can end on this. There was a woman lion, there's a woman lion and the whatever animals they're going by. The woman, she's just waiting. The male comes, takes, eats. But that's what people do in life. You know, the opportunity goes by.
Yep.
And then there does get to a point, yeah, people say age is just a number, but man, there gets to a point, you've lost so much momentum, you've had no wins, you're done. Like, you're done.
And that's why people just like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yep.
They don't want to change.
And then they're going to go tell everyone else why it doesn't work.
All the naysayers, unsolicited advice givers. Sales doesn't work. Sales, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make money. Mm-hmm. You're going to fail out.
I tried it.
Yeah, I tried it before. I didn't make any money.
Hopefully you're smart enough to realize that that person doesn't have the life
Yeah.
that you want.
I mean, never listen to quitters, right? Do never take advice from a quitter. Like, who are you getting your advice from? Or like, as you were talking about earlier, like these people that have actually done it, all you got to do is just research. Do some research.
Right.
Gain more reality on it. It's all just about gaining more reality. It becomes more real to you.
Right.
Once you gain reality, like you're going to have more, a fiction for it, and you're going to be like, wow, like this is sweet.
And I think it helped, like me being young, when people recruited me on insurance, I just went all in. But I was so young, I didn't even have those. I didn't even know I was being recruited too. Like, I was so young. I just thought it was like the best thing, but that was the best thing for me because I was all in, and it was real. Like, the financial services and insurance industry has the most millionaires in any other industry. It really is recession proof, and there really is multiple income streams. Okay, if that's true, then all you have to do is figure it out. Because those are facts. Those are facts.
Yeah. What are the facts? Look at the facts.
That's true. That's non-negotiable. Yep. That's a fact. Now, is there a lot of opportunities and stuff like that within the industry maybe aren't the best? Yes. But that's okay. Even if you start in the worst place in the world, and they, take a minute, you're going to learn everything you need to move forward. I think it even, GC mentioned it one time, is everything everything your past ends up serving you to a degree. When I learned how to sell at a captive agency, face-to-face served me like 1,000,000%. Because when I went independent, I got it. So I was out the gate like this, independent. I ran into financial problems, boom, figured that out. So, but those opportunities serve me, and they'll serve you.
Yep.
Experiences.
That's right. It's good stuff.
Solid. Look at that view.
Sales. That's what it can get you. Oh, always. Hey, if you need to do a Benjamin Franklin, hey, get piece of paper, put a line down the middle, cons and pros.
Yep.
Pros are always going to outweigh the cons. In sales, especially in sales.
If everyone did that, they would instantly, I'll be able to buy I'm going to have a freaking waterfront home, freaking, Mercedes, retire my parents. You do it. It makes sense every time. If your vision and goals are big enough.
Right, like that's going to build the purpose, right? When you have purpose, when you have reasons that like show up and do everything you can, like you're not even going to worry about the negatives or what could happen, the potential roadblocks that you're going to run into. Like you're not even going to think about that because you have so many purposes and reasons, right? And that's why I always talk about just writing down your goals and targets. Just write down your goals and targets.
If someone's not in sales, they should actually do that.
Yeah.
They should 100% do that.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, yeah, I got to do this.
Like, okay, is my current situation going to allow me to retire my parents, live where I want to live, eat what I want to eat, dress the way I want to dress? Is my current situation going to allow me to do this? If not, then just get out of it.
Right.
Like leave, get into sales.
Right. Yeah.
Because sales is going to allow you to do anything that you want. Live where you want, eat what you want, like you were saying earlier, do what you want, when you want, with who you want.
I wouldn't that's what I can say is every decision and where I ended up, sometimes it's a little bit surreal about the life. I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. Dude, the day-to-day and where we get to work is just, dude, you've been up in Ohio.
Yeah.
But dude, where I worked on a day-to-day, it's not even real. People would kill, dude.
Yep.
Kill.
Yep.
And man, I really genuinely, I just want that for other people. Genuinely, bro. When people have wins inside the industry, you get to be fired up.
I wish I could live the way they're living. You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of success anywhere. There's no shortage of opportunity.
Right.
There's opportunity everywhere. All you got to do is open up your eyes, get around other people that are doing it, find the right vehicle, get the right information, remove the bad information, get around the naysayers and those antagonistic individuals who are going to be in opposition of everything that you say you want to do, and the suppressive people.
If you can actually look at what everyone is saying around.
Oh my God! Do the complete opposite.
And start challenging it and
doing
what they don't do.
Even challenge what we're saying right now.
Right. I mean, they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should. I've seen, when everyone says, for example, you can't live in this, live in New York in your 20s. Who could do that? Trust fund babies, da-da-da-da-da. And then everyone joins in on the, everyone thinks like that. They join in on the comments. I saw a post like that. How about you think okay, these people are wrong. They're completely wrong because there's people out there that do it. They're not trust fund babies. They didn't have the golden sparrow.
Yep. It came from the mud.
Dude, and I saw that. And
from the dirt.
That's all that I thought. Is dude, I was like, that's a crazy comment. I was like, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so what did we do? Right information, right vehicle, and then that consistency, that discipline. And it just, man, especially you probably see this a lot now. Right now, especially at this point in time, you see it tenfold.
Yeah.
Tenfold. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Tenfold. And it fuels you, man. It fuels you. It fuels me to make videos like this, bring on more people, and when I see them have wins, it's that's what life's about at the end of the day, man. I want people showing up to my funeral dude, that dude put me on. Changed my life, man. Changed my life.
It's all about sharing the opportunity.
I'm gonna take care of my mom, dad, help my kids go to this school.
Yes, sir.
Sales.
That's right.
If you didn't know somehow.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Sales is the only way. It's the only way.
Yeah. It's either
sell or be sold, right? As GC says.
Get big, get into sales, or get slavery.
Yep, slavery. Yep. Get out of bondage. Get out of the cuffs that the world is putting on you, folks.
Yeah. No, and it it's real. It's really a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I go back home and I see it, and they move slow. Like, I'll go get gas at the gas station. I'm just looking. I just observe, you know. I'm back in my hometown, I'm like, yeah, this place is not good.
Yeah.
This place
Yeah.
is not good.
Yep.
See a dude I went to high school with, I'm like, wow, crazy. Wow.
Yeah. We're bringing on people. One of my executives is bringing on a person that he knows from high school, and there's like, I need to see more. I need to see it, right? Like, you don't need to see things to believe it. I mean, seeing it definitely makes it easier to believe it, but you got to believe it first.
Believing is seeing.
Yeah. Believe that you can do something. Believe that it's real,
Yeah.
and then it will become real to you.
It's a big thing. And
Yeah.
that's another thing. It's in a meat meal song. You gotta see it. They say you gotta see it before you believe it. Yeah, but that's not true.
Yeah.
If you just believe it, I believe it. I believe it. You don't see it, but I believe it.
Yeah.
Innately, it's in me. It shows up. It shows up. And it shows up in ways you don't expect. Man, you just gotta go all in. What can I really? You gotta go all in. You gotta start making it happen. You're gonna meet people. You're gonna meet the right people. The right people are gonna show up. The people who don't need to be in your life, they're gonna disappear out of your life.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's probably a lot of people you talk to now. But if they jump in and they do sales, Ryan, they'll learn that along the way. Because there's so much you learn along the way, aside from doing well financially.